Hey guys, how are you? David DeFranco here from daviddefranco.com. First of all, Happy New Year. I really hope you enjoyed my Christmas videos for 2014. It just means a lot to me that you guys look forward to those videos so much, so thank you. Okay, so getting right into today's topic, let's talk about what happened in 2014 and what's going to happen throughout the next 12 months. In other words, 2015. Let's talk about New Year's resolutions and goals. Okay, so looking back at 2014, what have I succeeded as a content creator? Well, guys, I'm just gonna say this. 2014 was easily my best year yet. Not only did I take some bold risks and succeeded in the process, but my content, it's getting better and better as the months progress. Not only in terms of YouTube, but especially websites. So in January of 2014, I rolled out a brand new website redesigned and refocused somewhat on daviddefranco.com, or the one I prefer, daviddefran.co. I'm not really going to go into detail about that just for the sake of saving time, but if you are interested in details, check out the link right below. And then in the following month, in February, I did something bold. I took a risk. I lost a lot of subscribers in the process, but you know what? That's what happens in this world. You need to take risks, and just please, whatever you do not listen to everyone in this world. Because unfortunately, sometimes the majority of people can be very negative and not very supportive. But with that said, I have a huge amount of supporters watching my videos every single day, and for that, I am extremely grateful. So getting to the point, in February, I launched an Indiegogo campaign to fund my late 2013 Mac Pro, which is doing just great back there, driving those 3 monitors. Look at that. It's beautiful. And that's happening because of you guys. Okay, so originally I wanted to raise $3,500, which is a lot of money. But by the time the campaign was done, and honestly, all of this happened in just a matter of like 24 to 48 hours, which still blows my mind, I managed to raise over $6,300. $6,300. I'm still blown away by that stat. So thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you for believing in me. And you are the ones I pay attention to. So thank you. So later that year in May, I launched a website called Squarespace Summit. Because, well, it's no secret. I love Squarespace. I'm a huge fan of the platform. I have been for years now, ever since finding out about it on Diggnation, I think for like from 2007 or so. I know it's been a little while. And while I am a Squarespace affiliate, full disclaimer, so I wanted to take my passion and my affiliation with Squarespace and make a website that could hopefully turn a profit. And I gotta say, I've made a few sales here and there, so the website is profitable. Huge success in my eyes. But then something interesting happened. Squarespace released Squarespace version 7, whereas previously it was Squarespace 6. Yeah, that's how counting up usually works. Good job, David. But seriously, Squarespace 7 was eventually forced on all users, thus making Squarespace Summit pretty much irrelevant. In other words, all of the video tutorials in Squarespace Summit are now unusable. You just really can't use them because Squarespace 7 is dramatically different from Squarespace 6. But I'll talk about that in a few minutes. And then in June, I took another very, very bold move, and this too lost me a lot of subscribers, but you know what? I don't care. I will always do what I believe in, and I will always have my true supporters following me. And well, I successfully launched a Patreon campaign. And as of this video, I'm currently at over $1,500 per month. Now that's mostly due to people wanting to watch my Christmas 2014 videos ahead of schedule, which I just think is incredible, so thank you guys. And I really hope most of those patrons stick around because now that I reached my first Patreon milestone goal of $1,500 per month, this means that I will be hosting live streams on a weekly basis, whether it's via PlayStation 4, Xbox One, live stream, Google Plus Hangouts, whatever. These streams are public for patrons and non-patrons. But again, as long as I stay above that $1,500 mark. And then finally, fast forwarding to October of 2014, my biggest project ever, I launched Brand Rocket. I am so freaking proud of this website. I'm so passionate about branding and social media marketing in general. And well, just the idea of making a living online. But of course, like anything in this world, there's still a lot more to learn. And that is exactly why branding will be my focus for 2015. I am dubbing 2015 the year of branding. Just like 2014 was called the year of going big. And I gotta say, I went bigger than I ever expected. I'm just incredible, guys. So thank you. I cannot thank you enough. I know I'm probably getting annoying, but I never dreamed of sitting here one day and calling this my career. It's just incredible. But anyway, going into 2015, yes, I am calling it the year of branding, mainly because of what I'm about to get into. Well, actually, that's the third point. So let's start with point number 1. My first order of business in 2015, besides, get my drink on, have some fun with friends, is CES 2015 in Las Vegas. Yes, next week, actually by the time you see this video, I am in Las Vegas, losing a ton of money in the casinos, but more importantly, having the time of my life at CES, the Consumer Electronics Show, in case there's a few people not aware what it stands for. So this is going to be awesome. Going to CES has always been a dream of mine. I mean, just think of like 3 or 4 days of being like surrounded by incredible technology, some of which will never see the light of day in stores, but still, that's what's fun about this show. You just get tons of hands-on experience with products. And speaking of products, I'm looking very forward to seeing Samsung's new like 360-degree speaker, where they actually look like the little turrets from Portal. Yes, they look like little freaking robots, and I just think it's awesome. But that's barely scratching the surface. Because this is my first time at CES, I'm going to be a complete noob with my friend Chris. Alfred's going to be there, Ada Blasi. David Banther is going to be there. I'm going to try to experience as much as I can. But with that said, I believe I'm only dedicating 2 full days to CES, maybe 2.5, and then 1 full day to Vegas in general. Just sightseeing, being your typical tourist, and all that good stuff because I want to get plenty of video for you guys. And speaking of video, get used to seeing this face, because I am making a video for every single day that we're in Vegas. It's going to be me, my mom, Chris, Tiff, Alfred, and David. We're going to have a great time. So yeah, I'm going to be recording a lot of videos. I have a lot of editing when I get back. And I think I'm just going to name this series like Las Vegas 2015, day 1, then day 2, day 3, day 4, and day 5. And I'm going to do my best to get footage of pretty much everything, from the airport to Vegas itself, obviously, to products I find interesting at CES, and whatever else happens. It's going to be awesome, and it's going to be interesting too, I'm not going to lie. I'm a little nervous about being in a new city that I've never been in before, because I feel very comfortable in New York City, Atlantic City, and even Philly here and there, because I've been there several times. But you know what? Life is full of new experiences, and I'm not going to be there alone. So it's going to be an awesome time. So the next thing I want to conquer in 2015 is another personal website redesign. I don't have too much to say about this yet because I'm not really sure what I want to do. I mean, I know I want a heavier focus on branding and the services that I offer, and promote my email list more, and promote Brand Rocket on my personal site more. And well, as you can see, I have all these ideas just going through my head, so I'm not completely sure of what I want to do. But I do know this, I will be using Squarespace. Obviously, I love Squarespace. And it's going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting ride. And while that website redesign might not come out till like as late as March, April, May, or June, I don't know. Because honestly, my biggest focus after CES is Brand Rocket. So let's talk about that. So easily the most important thing in 2015 is my focus on Brand Rocket. I want to make Brand Rocket the best site I've ever made. Because I've made this very clear in past videos. I love technology. I love talking about technology on video, doing my product reviews, unboxings, and just talking about technology in my vlogs. But honestly, guys, I don't enjoy writing about technology. And by writing, I just mean typing. The market is just oversaturated. This world has too many tech blogs as it is. So I want to do something more resourceful. Something that's not going to go out of style or out of date a week from now. Because let's face it, if I do an iPhone 6 review or whatever on GearPop now, it's not going to be that relevant because the iPhone came out months ago. So basically with Brand Rocket, I can continue to post articles that will be relevant for years to come. Because as long as Twitter's around and YouTube's around and Facebook's around, people will always be wanting that kind of information. People will always be searching for that information on Google and Bing and whatever you prefer to use. And it's proving to be true. I'm loving Brand Rocket. I feel at home. I love branding, obviously. I mean, Godzilla, that's not really, it is a brand, but this is just an example. I will proudly advertise any brands that I personally enjoy myself. So anyway, getting back on track, I love to talk. My biggest goal with Brand Rocket coming back from CES 2015 is I want to create my first video course ever. So basically those getting started and launch guides that are currently on brandrocket.com, those guides will be turned into lessons in the form of videos. So my goal is to record at least 10 videos describing how to create a successful brand, how to create a website, how to host your website, how to successfully launch and market it. And finally, for an 11th video, yes, I'm very visual, I want to create a bonus video just kind of talking about how to promote your website for completely free on Brand Rocket. And yes, all of those videos will be going on Brand Rocket's YouTube channel, so check that out if you're interested, youtube.com/brandrocket. That link is right below. And then after those video lessons are done, my biggest focus will be Squarespace Summit. So as I said earlier in this video, I definitely want to make Squarespace Summit relevant again because, well, it has all video tutorials relating to Squarespace 6, which you can no longer access because Squarespace is forcing on its users version 7. And I don't really blame them. There's no reason to live in the past. I mean, like anything in this world or the internet, especially the internet, you have to adapt to change. And that's exactly what I'll be doing. So in other words, I will be recording a whole slew of video tutorials all over again, specifically focused on Squarespace 7. It's going to be a lot of work and it's not going to happen right away. They might not go live until like as late as March. And well, like Brand Rocket, it's going to be interesting. So let's just see how that goes. And finally, for 2015 in general, everything else, I will continue to create 5 videos on a weekly basis, including my weekend vlogs, which continue to receive the most views, which I think is very interesting. And then outside of the YouTube realm, I'm making it a goal of mine to stream more often on Twitch, again, via my PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. For instance, the other night, I just streamed Grand Theft Auto 5 and Little Big Planet 3, both awesome games. But in the future, I definitely want to stream other games like Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, maybe some Destiny. I kind of fell out of interest of that game, if that makes sense, but I will get back into it eventually. But that's just what I'm saying, guys. I'm getting back into Twitch, especially if that milestone remains true on Patreon. That's just my motivation to keep streaming on a weekly basis for you guys, my supporters. And then there's 2 more things I want to do in 2015. Number 1, eventually sometime this year, I want to transform my bedroom into a video recording studio. Now, I realize I've been saying this for months, but then Christmas happened. I had to move a bunch of stuff into my bedroom while the Christmas tree's out there. I had to move my spare desk where the iMac G4 sits from the living room into my bedroom. So in other words, my bedroom is a mess right now. It actually looks horrible. But as soon as the Christmas stuff goes away, I will finally get started on transforming that room into somewhat a professional video recording studio. I just want to use that white desk more. I want to be able to sit behind the desk so you can see me and the desk in front of me so I can have some hands-on experience for you guys. And I just think this is the more professional route to take. Now, obviously, this is not changing this video recording setup. I'm a big fan of recording in my office. The lighting in here is natural, whereas the lighting in there is not natural at all. But I will be buying or receiving, however you want to look at it, a video lighting kit. So that should be fun. That's one of the many things I'm looking forward to after CES 2015. And now, finally, the last thing I would really like to accomplish, or at least explore in 2015, is the possibility of purchasing an established website via Flippa.com. Okay, so if you haven't heard of Flippa.com, that's Flippa.com. It's basically an online marketplace that allows you to buy and sell websites, domain names, and apps. So I've been doing a little bit of research lately, and I think that's inspired me. Eventually, in 2015, I want to purchase a website that's already built, that's already established, that has decent traffic, and I want to turn that website for profit. That's my ultimate goal. I want to purchase a website that already exists, build it, make it better than ever, and make money off of it. Because, well, that's my long-term goal in life, obviously, is to make a living doing what I enjoy. And that's content creation, web design, video content, anything. Alright, so this could happen as early as February or as late as December, right around next Christmas. I don't know. Because honestly, I've never purchased a website off Flippa before. I've sold a couple, and well, who knows when it's going to happen. But there is one thing I know for sure. I'm looking very forward to it, and it's going to be a great learning experience. Alright guys, that's it. Those are my goals for 2015. Now there is one thing I forgot to mention earlier. For 2014, I was fortunate enough to finally surpass 100,000 subscribers. So I just want to take a minute to thank you guys so much. I mean, I say this all the time, but I'm going to say it again. You guys are awesome. I could not be doing this without you. Now, I've seen some people argue saying, well, David, it took you forever to reach 100,000 subscribers. It doesn't matter how long it takes you. As long as you reach that goal, that's all that matters. And I am damn proud of that. That's 100,000 people that took the time to click that subscribe button. So that says I'm doing something right. So good job, David. You're welcome, David. I like to throw a little humor into there. But seriously, guys, thank you. You're awesome. So to round out this very long video, post below, what are your goals for 2015? Do you have anything that you want to accomplish? Do you have anything you want to get better at? Just post them below and let's get a conversation going. So guys, here's to a great new year. Happy 2015, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.